the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county, and of those whose interests you've committed to our charge. Amen. Clerk, take us through the order of the day.
The third assembly, fourth session, order paper number 299 of today, Tuesday, 29th April 2025 at 2:30 p.m. Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Honorable members, I have got just two communications to make. One is to welcome you back from the short recess, which we had ending yesterday. Honorable members, you can take the nearest seat. As I was communicating, is that I welcome you back from a short recess that ended yesterday. I want to communicate that we have not received any bad news from all our members, except other county assemblies, in which we have received information of the loss of number of members. It's quite unfortunate that in this term we have lost a number of members from different county assemblies. So on behalf of Kisumu County, we stand with them. But two, I want to inform you that we have got a lot in our interest. This is the month that we expect to receive the budget estimates. I have also been informed of two legislative proposals that have arrived and one policy that will require our urgent attention, owing to the fact that we only have next month before we come to the close of the financial year, which is 30 June 2025. I want to request that despite the busy schedule, let's avail ourselves for committee works. Let's avail ourselves for assembly sessions, just like we have been doing. Otherwise, enjoy your session. Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 5, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 5, papers.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Statement time. As the Honorable Chief Whip.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise on standing order number 42. Mr. Speaker, I believe it's a personal statement. At the same time, concerning members' monthly contributions to the party. Mr. Speaker, I will not read names, but I want to inform the House that I have received, as the majority whip of this county assembly, I have received a statement on the financial status of our monthly contribution to the party ODM. And fortunately, Mr. Speaker, not all members are contributing, but I will not read names, Mr. Speaker, for personal reasons and for confidentiality. But I will urge the members who are not contributing to the party to liaise with the office of the finance officer or the office of the whip so that they update their financial contributions. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Party issue, but I believe that there was an arrangement that the members should have their standing charges from the slips. Maybe the party chief whip can confirm with the clerk what could be the issue, unless somebody did not sign a standing charge, because I believe that was the arrangement that there should be a standing charge from the slips to the party. Otherwise, I think that's noted. Honorable Deputy Leader of Majority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise person to orders number 42-2C, which mandates me as the County Assembly Majority Leader to present and lay on the table of the County Assembly a statement
Honorable Lumumba, be assisted so that you are unanswered.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, I rise person to orders number 42-2C, which mandates me as the County Assembly Majority Leader to present and lay on the table of the County Assembly a statement informing the County Assembly of the business coming before the House on the following week. Mr. Speaker, this is therefore to bring to the attention of members and County Assembly that for the week commencing Wednesday, 30th April 2025, Tuesday 6th to Tuesday 6th May 2025, the Select Committee on Assembly House Business at its last meeting approved the following tentative businesses to appear in the order papers as follows. On Wednesday, 30th April 2025, at 0900 hours, that is the commencement of business. 1, the chairperson of the Select Committee on Pick Pack, Honorable Kennedy Oko, will move a motion for the adoption of the committee report on the examination of the reports of the Auditor General on the financial statement of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital for the financial year 2023-2024. On Wednesday, 30th April 2025, at 2:30 p.m., the commencement of business number 1, Good Governance and Security Committee, Honorable Moses Ochele, will move a motion for the adoption of committee report on the matter of the Kisumu County Village Administrators. On Tuesday, 6th May 2025 at 2:30 p.m., the Leader of Majority will issue a statement pursuant to orders number 41, paragraph 2 of C of the standing orders on the businesses coming before the County Assembly for the week commencing Wednesday, 7th May 2025. 2, The chairperson of the Select Committee on Peak Park, Honorable Kennedy Ouko, will move a motion for the adoption of the committee report on the examination of the reports of the Auditor General on the financial statement of Kisumu County Social Health Insurance Fund for the financial year ended 2023-2024. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. That is all.
Statement time. Next order.
Commencement of business. Order number 8. Motion on the adoption of the report of PICPA Committee on the examination of the reports of the Auditor General on the financial statements of Miranda Sub-County Hospital for the financial year 2021 and 2022 and the financial year 2022-2023 by the Honorable Kennedy Ouko.
I have a communication from Honorable Kennedy Ouko that the report of the Auditor General's report on the financial statement of Miranga Sub-County Hospitals 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023 by the PICPA Committee shall be moved by Honorable Were.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move a motion on the examination of report of the Auditor General on the financial statement of Miranga Sub-County Hospital for the year 2021, 2022, and 2022, 2023 on behalf of my chair. Mr. Speaker, I would wish to seek the leave of the House so that I can use moving notes. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Public Account Investment Committee and pursuant to the Kisumu County Assembly Standing Orders 188, I wish to present to this House the report on committee on the audited financial statements of Miranga Sub-County Hospital for the financial years 2021-2022 and 2022-2023. Mr. Speaker, the County Assembly exercise oversight over county government entities and investments and their expenditure pursuant to the Article 185(3) of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 through the Public Accounts and Investment Committee, which in turn derives its mandate from the County Assembly Standing Orders. Article 229(8) of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 requires the County Assembly within 3 months after receiving the audit report to debate, consider the report, and take appropriate action. Mr. Speaker, the committee held 2 sittings during which it received both written and oral evidence from the accounting officers on audit queries raised by the Auditor General on the financial statements of Miranga Sub-County Hospital for the financial years 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023. Honorable Speaker, I wish to register my appreciation to fellow honorable members of the committee, the officers of the Speaker, and the Clerk of the Assembly, Committee Secretariat, and the Office of the Auditor General for facilitation and technical support that made the production of this report possible. Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the County Public Accounts and Investment Committee, I now wish to table the report on consideration of Auditor General's report on the financial statements of Miranga Sub-County Hospital for the financial years 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023, and urge this House to adopt it.
Honorable Were, are you tabling the report or moving a motion?
Mr. Speaker, I'm reading, I'm using moving notes. I'm not tabling. I'm moving a motion.
You are unanswered, so you need to be clear on what you are doing.
I'm moving a motion. I started by saying that I'm moving a motion on behalf.
I didn't hear you well. I heard you saying that you were tabling a report.
No, I mentioned, Mr. Speaker, sir, I mentioned that I'm moving a motion
Can you
on behalf.
repeat that last statement?
Okay, thank you. Mr. Speaker, I'm moving a motion on examination of report of the Auditor General on the financial year.
The last statement, so that you are very clear on answered. The last paragraph.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Public Accounts and Investment Committee, I now wish to move a motion on the consideration of Auditor General's report on the financial statements of Miranga Sub-County Hospital for the financial years 2021, 2022, and 2022, 2023. Mr. Speaker, the medical Superintendent, Dr. Samuel Ongwech, appeared before this committee on 15th January 2025 to adduce evidence on the audited financial statement of Miranga Sub-County Hospital for the financial years 2021, 2022, and 2022, 2023. Mr. Speaker, the medical superintendent was accompanied by the following officers. Number 1, Sharon Amondi, Hospital Administrator, and number 2, Lucy Atieno Alo, Nurse in Charge. Mr. Speaker, the following officers represented the Office of Auditor General in the committee meeting. Number 1, David Mutunga, Office of the Auditor General, and number 2, Calvins O. Ngala, Office of the Auditor General. Mr. Speaker, basis for qualified opinion. Mr. Speaker, a qualified opinion indicates that except for the matters highlighted under the basis for qualified opinion, the financial statement fairly presented the financial position of the entity. Mr. Speaker, I need your protection. They need to...
Proceed, Honorable Were.
Mr. Speaker, in reviewing the Auditor General's report on the financial statement of Miranga Sub-County Hospital for the financial years 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023, the committee observed with concern that the issues raised in the latter report are a repetition of those flagged in the previous financial years 2021, 2022. This recurrence suggests a lack of corrective action by the hospital management to address the audit findings, raising serious concern about accountability and internal control effectiveness within the facility. Mr. Speaker, there were various observations that were made by the committee, and one, the committee observed that the management failed to disclose the value of the property, plant, equipment in the financial statement for lack of values. 2, that contrary to Section 138, subsection 8 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012, which requires the recipients of grants and donations from development partners to record the value of such grants or donations in their books of account, and Regulation 71, Subsection 5 of the Public Finance Management Regulations 2015, which mandates the disclosure of gifts, donations, or sponsorships in the annual and quarterly financial statement. The management failed to disclose donations and program commodities and drugs. 3, that the financial statements of Miranga Sub-County Hospital did not conform to the format prescribed by the Public Sector Accounting Standards Board. 4, that the management violated the requirements of Regulations 40-1 of the Public Procurement Asset Disposal Regulation 2020, which requires the procurement entity to prepare a procurement plan for each financial year as part of the annual budget process. 5, Mr. Speaker, that during the financial years, the management did not deduct or remit statutory deduction from temporary workers. 6, that review of records relating to the employees' cost expenditure revealed that the casuals were paid monthly wage ranging from 2,500 to 7,000 against the recommended minimum wage of 8,109 for the general casual as per the Kenya Gazette Supplement number 114 dated 1st July 2022. 7, that the hospital did not meet the requirements of Kenya Quality Model for Health Policy Guidelines due to staff deficits by the 93 staff requirements, or 92% of the authorized establishment. Number 8, that the management did not conduct stock check in respect of the hospital's inventories as required by the Section 162, Subsection 1 of the Public Asset Disposal Act 2015. 9. That failure to capture essential information such as batch numbers and entry dates on drug stock control cards undermine the application of the first expiry, first out stock control method. 10. That the absence of segregation of duties and the concentration of responsibility in one individual, the hospital medical superintendent, for handling all cash transactions expose the facility to potential financial mismanagement. Number 11, Mr. Speaker, that lack of critical financial roles, such as an accountant, procurement officer, and cashier, further weakened internal controls over revenue collection and financial management. Number 12, Speaker, the failure to dispose of unserviceable assets has led to the accumulation of non-productive items that shake up valuable space and may pose a financial burden on the facility. Number 13, that absence of proper fixed asset register at the time of audit indicates non-compliance with the Public Finance Management Regulation 2015 and exposes the facility to risk of mismanagement or loss of assets. Mr. Speaker, we had various recommendations, and Mr. Speaker, the committee has come up with several proposals. Through its recommendations, most importantly, and in light of the fact that facility now prepares its own financial statement, the committee strongly recommends that a qualified accountant be seconded or deployed to the hospital to manage financial matters. This recommendation arises from the committee's observation that most of the audit issues stem from the absence of professionally trained accountant with financial responsibilities currently being handled by medical personnel who may lack requisite financial management expertise. Mr. Speaker, assigning a qualified accountant will not only enhance compliance with accounting standards and strengthen financial accountability and internal controls, but also contribute to overall improvement of health service delivery, as sound financial management is critical to effective planning, resource allocation, and service provision within the facility. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, I hereby request that this House adopts this report of Public Accounts and Investment Committee on consideration of Auditor General's report on financial statement of Miranga Sub-County Hospital for financial years 2021-2022 and 2022-2023. And Mr. Speaker, may I call upon on Honorable Nyauke to second. Oh, sorry, Mr. Speaker, may I call on Honorable Ouko to second? Thank you.
Honorable Were, you have Madam Speaker.
Sorry, Madam Speaker. I thought I was blind. May I call upon Honorable Nyauke to second, Madam Speaker? Thank you.
Honorable Nyauke.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand to support. To second, rather. To second. Thank you.
Honorable members, a motion on the adoption of the report of Peak Park Committee on the examination of the reports of the Auditor General on the financial statements of Miranga Sub-County Hospital for the financial year 2021-2022 and 2022-2023 has been moved and seconded. It is therefore my pleasure to propose that the motion be open for discussion. Yes, Honorable Kennedy Ouko.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Madam Speaker, being the chair of PICPAC, I don't need to apologize because we follow the due procedure by writing a letter to the Speaker giving.
Honorable Ouko, the communication was made,
Okay,
and
thank you, Madam Speaker.
thank you.
Madam Speaker, we really thank the Office of the Auditor General for coming up with the auditing of these entities. Madam Speaker, most of these hospitals have problems, and the problems cannot be handled if they are not highlighted. Madam Speaker, we realize we have a lot of loopholes in these hospitals, and Miranga Sub-County Hospital, being a sub-county hospital, we need a proper management system in place. Madam Speaker, remember we don't have an accountant in Miranga. Madam Speaker, the inventory is not kept as required. Madam Speaker, we don't have the board in place working. They took the office, they were given letters, but the management of the hospital, headed by the superintendent now, is a lone ranger in the hospital, Madam Speaker. We did not know this until it was brought to the Assembly by the Office of the Auditor General, Madam Speaker. It is high time, Madam Speaker, we adhere to the recommendations of the committee and the House so that the accountant, maybe even a roving accountant for the sub-county, semi-sub-county, be put in place or seconded to these facilities so that the accounting, the financial statement be done accordingly. They are also going to be guided by the accountants because most of the work of the accountants are being guided by the PMF Act, which is very important for the running of these hospitals. Madam Speaker, I beg to contribute. Thank you. I support.
Honorable members, the report is still open for discussion. Unless you want to tell me that PICPAC did more than you expected, and now you don't have any more recommendation, any more observations to make on the same report? Yes, Honorable Millicent.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm standing to support what the committee did, what the auditors did, but my observation is these reports, they read the same things, same recommendations, same deficit of accountants. That's not the same.
Order, Honorable Millicent. Recommendations you be comparing the report to maybe a different report. Which report in particular are you comparing it with?
Madam Speaker, I'm just reflecting back a number of reports from health facilities. And my observation is telling me that they are almost the same.
Could it be an indication that all the status of all our health facilities are deplorable?
Seemingly, because we cannot read the same recommendations for Miranga, we'll read for Kombewa, they're the same things. When you talk of Kombewa, there's no accountant. When you talk to Miranga, there's no accountant. The recommendations are the same, but I stand to support. Thank you.
Honorable Mele, thank you, but that only tells us that the deplorable situation that our facilities are in, considering that this is a report coming from the Auditor General. Yes, Honorable Wade.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Much as I stand to support the report, I'll concur with my colleague, Rebo Omoya, that these reports are more or less copy-pasted. More often than not, there is no report that passes here.
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
Order granted, Honorable Nyauke.
Madam Speaker, is my colleague.
Order, Honorable Nyauke. You are rising on a point of order. Which order are you rising on?
I suppose it's statement of facts, number 80.
You suppose, or it is statement of fact?
It is in fact, Madam Speaker.
Go on.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I wish to reiterate on the statement my colleague has just said that this report is copy-pasted. Madam Speaker, that is not same as comparing our different and our various hospital facilities, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, these reports are actually independent reports. There is nothing like being copy-pasted. It may be the same in terms of...
Order, Honorable Nyauke. Do you mean to say when honorable members say that these reports are more or less the same, then they want to insinuate that the committee does copy-paste previous reports?
That is exactly what I want to refute. My colleague has just said that it is copy-pasted. That is what I want to say. It is not true that they are copy-pasted. They might be identical, but not copy-pasted. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Lumumba, you have the responsibility of stating the facts.
Thank you, Madam
What
Speaker.
proof do you, order, Honorable Lumumba. What proof do you have that these reports are copy-pasted, and what informs you that the reports could be copy-pasted? Because this is an independent report coming from the Director General. It was not a report emanating from a committee visit to Miranga. Continue, Honorable Awade.
Madam Speaker, allow me therefore to say that's a slip of the tongue, but I apologize for that. What I meant was like there have been more or less the same in terms of lack of qualified staff. And this, Madam Speaker, I now ask myself, that is this House really doing their duty of oversight? Because I expect the implementation committee also to be bringing a report back, the action that the department concerned have taken. We are now doing the third year. When I entered this House, the same report. You've never had any report saying this action has been taken, and now this facility like this as a qualified accountant. There was a time, Madam Speaker, we were here and we were embarrassed. I don't know whether the so-called medical superintendent was acting as the accountant. It was so embarrassing that that facility did not even have an accountant that was handling millions of shillings. I think there's something very, very wrong. Otherwise, they're being taken for granted. We recommend, nothing is done. We recommend, nothing is done. It is high time that the implementation committee brings us the report on all these recommendations we have made to know where the problem is. Otherwise, we are going to oversight a really messed up institution. Secondly, Madam Speaker, I think whoever is in charge of posting and recruiting the staff in this county has failed totally. Has failed totally. We cannot have institutions that we expect to get as revenue, yet they don't have qualified accountants. That's a big joke. It is really big joke. Yet we have so many CGs, what do you call them? Enforcement, CG whatnot, revenue officers was recruited the other day, but they're more focused on Kibuye, CG Wapi, leaving important facilities like health. Madam Speaker, it is embarrassing. Thank you. Thank you. I support.
Thank you, honorable members, for your observation. But this only confirms what the health committee has been telling this House for a while now, A number of reports have been tabled here, through which the committee has shared their frustrations, made recommendations, but members, you also know that implementation committee can only recommend, they cannot execute. I want to give this opportunity to the chair health, I can see the deputy chair health, to also give her observations in this, because these are facts that she stated here over and over. And so her observations would also act to, confirm the report that has been tabled by PICPAC. Honorable Emily.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Actually, I was a bit reluctant to comment on this report because we brought reports to this house with very serious recommendations, and nothing has been done. Just like Honorable Fujo just mentioned, that the Committee of Implementation has never brought for us any report here. From the first report that we brought to the house with very good recommendations, nothing has been brought here so that we can know exactly what is being done by the Department of Health regarding the issues at the health facilities. So, Madam Speaker, I think we need to pull up our socks, especially on the Committee of Implementation, so that we can be able to know, because we can't keep on making trips all the time to these facilities to go back and check. So we actually need the Committee of Implementation to actually come up with a concrete report and bring it to the House, that we can know whether we are moving on with a positive progress or a negative progress. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Emily. Honorable Regina wants to say something.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I was just confirming with my colleague, Honorable Emily, who Honorable Fujo is.
Order, Honorable. Order. We all know who Honorable Fujo is, so unless you know another side of Honorable Fujo that you don't know, would you mind sharing with us? Honorable Fujo, you mind?
Madam Speaker, we don't have Honorable Fujo. We have Honorable Lumumba Ovade.
About Honorable Fujo. Who is Honorable Fujo? Oh, okay.
Madam Speaker, Madam Regina has just confirmed that Honorable Fujo is Lumumba. I don't know why he's asking. Yes, she's asking, yet she knows.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, honorable members, we are still on the motion on the adoption of the report of PICPAC on Murang'a Sub-County Hospital. Silence means that yes, Honorable Chief Whip.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise to contribute on the motion which has just been moved to us by Honorable James Were on behalf of the Chair of Public Accounts Committee and duly seconded. Madam Speaker, these reports of the Public Accounts Committee are becoming boring in this House. Madam Speaker, because they are just the same recommendations every day, just copy-pasting and bringing into this House, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, happen to sometimes attend the committee meetings of the Public Accounts Committee, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, you will find that the committee today interrogates an accountant in such a facility. And they do recommendations over a certain officer. And Madam Speaker, you will find that in the next subsequent audit report, you will find that the same accounting officer whom they interviewed and recommendations were done against him appears before the same committee in another facility, where now he appears as a accountant, while the committee recommended some actions to be taken against him or her. Madam Speaker, going this way, I think the work of the Public Accounts Committee is going to be rendered, I believe, it's just a tradition of just bringing recommendations here, which they should make stronger recommendations. If an officer is found culpable, it should not hold any office. And thereby these recommendations should be taken even to the county secretary, so that actions are taken to these officers. Because you will find that the county secretary, the human resource department of the county, is just rotating the same officers. Today you are in this facility, tomorrow you are in another facility, just doing the same vices you have been doing in this department, Madam Speaker. That's why you don't see even members. The members, they don't want even to contribute these reports. Just the same way reading them, seconding them, eyes have it, the days have it. Without, the Public Accounts Committee now must buy it. You have brought very, very, very good reports in this house, with good recommendations, Mr. Chair, Mr. Uko, who is doing a very, very good work. But Mr. Uko, now it's time.
Order, Honorable Seth Kanga, order. Honorable Lumumba Wade, what?
I just want to inform Honorable.
Order, Honorable Lumumba. Does he want to be informed?
Of course, yes. I would want Honorable Whip on the same note that is mentioning the county secretary to also include the name of our clerk, because certain recommendations does not even reach the county secretary. They wrote here in the county, in the clerk's office. For whatever reason, I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I've been equally informed. Thank you, Mr. Majority Leader. I'm addressing the chair of PAC, Mr. Uko, who has taken a lot of time. His time reading very, very, very good reports. But it has now become a tradition, Mr. Chair. Now I am requesting you and your committee, even one officer alone, recommend that the assembly will be seen to be working. Because you will be just recommending these things, the next day, this accounting officer has been removed from this department. This accounting officer taken to this department. This account, and they are committing the same atrocity in each and every audit report. Madam Speaker, those are my contribution. And I believe the chair of that committee, Mr. Uko, will take up that matter and act together with the Public Accounts Committee members and us an assembly. If you bring good reports with those recommendations, us as the whip, I will be the number one to support. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Ouko, Chair PICPAC. The House is questioning the credibility of your reports, number one. Number two, they are exposing the inability of the Watchdog Committee to hold officers accountable. What do you have to say about that?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, with the Public Accounts and the Investment Committee, we are guided by law and principles. You can't act outside them. But it is very clear that we have given very good recommendations and some are not followed. We have even surcharged some officers. They have never paid any money. They are only transferred as claimed by our chief whip. True. Some of them have just gone around.
Order, Honorable Ouko.
Yes.
You want to tell this House that the Watchdog Committee is powerless, toothless, and therefore cannot do anything about errant officers?
Yes, I'm confirming that because...
Honorable Ouko, are you sure you want to confirm that to the House?
Our report ends immediately the report is adopted, we stop there. It is
Honorable Ouko, do you know the powers that have been bestowed on you by the Constitution and the County Governments Act?
Really, Madam Speaker, we don't enforce. we only work on the report up to the adoption stage. Then from there, it is the implementation committee to take over.
Honorable Ouko, you don't work in isolation as a committee. Your responsibility as a committee chair is a delegated responsibility by the House, and therefore what you cannot handle, you're supposed to bring before the House. Have you shared your frustrations with the House and you've not gotten any help?
To an extent, all these reports must go through the clerk.
Order, Honorable Ouko, you've made recommendations, no actions have been taken. Have you made any reports in that regard shared with the House and not gotten any assistance?
I'm bringing a report soon, but for now, I've not done that.
Thank you, Honorable Ouko.
From the committee, Chair. Madam Speaker, the cardinal responsibility of the Public Accounts Committee does not only revolve around fiscal issues, monetary issues, even human resource issues, where the officer fails to account for the human resource anomalies. Then the Public Accounts Committee can recommend to this House that we recommended this, the person who is supposed to undertake this human resource recommendation is not doing it. Then the Assembly will, even if it's the county secretary, even if it's the accounting, the chief officer in that department, failing to transfer that officer, then that person is responsible to the Public Accounts Committee because he has failed in his human resource activities, which is bestowed upon him or her. So, Mr. Ouko, we are just pleading with you as members. You are doing a great job, but you are just going round, and until it has become a tendency. The officers now say that we are just going, we'll go there next year, we'll go there next year. The same audit recommendations, adverse, what have you, and we are not doing anything. So this is the last quarter of the financial year. In the next financial year, because we are coming to the close of the financial year, I plead with the Ouko, because you are still the chairman, recommend, then put it to the House. Then you tell, Honorable Kanga, now you are going round and round. It will be a challenge to us as the House to go by your recommendations or to alter your recommendations. But as a Public Accounts Committee, you have done your work and recommended to this House. So let this House fail you. I'm talking as the chief whip or the majority whip of this House. Bring it to us. Then let the members fail you. You will have been tried, and you will have tried this House, and the House will go by what you have recommended. Mr. Ouko, otherwise, I wish you well in your duties. Thank you.
Madam Speaker, I would like to inform the House further. Ouko's frustration.
You had contributed, you're out of order.
Informing the House.
Order, you cannot speak and sneak back through the window, Honorable Lumu. Honorable Nyaoke. Why are you on your feet?
Just to inform the House, Madam Speaker, this is very important because the debate going on is equally very important, Madam Speaker. I wish you can give me time. Just 1 minute.
To digress?
Thank you.
Honorable members, I don't want us to digress. The motion before us is the discussion on the report of PICPAC Committee on the examination of the Director General on the financial statements of Miranga Sub-County Hospital. If we have any discussions, we want to share on our frustrations as members of the House or committee. Let us have it come as a substantive motion, then those individual officers, those particular officers can be brought to book but we cannot bring another motion discussing officers through another report. Let it come as a substantive motion. I hope you are properly advised. The motion is still on for discussion. Yes, Honorable Pamela.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Looking at the mood of the House, I wish to call upon the mover to reply.
Yes, Honorable James Were.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, let me take this opportunity to sincerely thank my honorable colleagues for the input that they have put on this report, whether positive or negative. And Madam Speaker, I believe in areas where we've been corrected in the way we need to do our things right, we shall take the input. Madam Speaker, on the issue that was raised by Honorable Whip, that the committee has copy-pasted the report, Madam Speaker, that may not be true, because all the facilities that are being audited, majority of them have got similar issues. Madam Speaker, when Kombewa Hospital is not having a substantive accountant, the same way with Chulaimbo, or the same way with Paponditi, it cannot make the recommendation to be different. The recommendation will just be the same, just the same way the Auditor General has flagged those issues. Madam Speaker, when raft of recommendations have been made by PIC committee to this Honorable House, it is now the important duty of the implementation committee to pick it up and ensure that all the recommendations of this Honorable House are taken into practice, are implemented. Madam Speaker, I therefore beg to reply. Thank you.
Honorable members, a motion on the adoption of the report of the PIC committee, on the examination of the reports of the Auditor General, on the financial statements of Miranga Sub-County Hospital for the financial years 2021, 2022, and 2022-2023 has been moved, seconded, and sufficiently deliberated upon. I therefore want to put a question of adoption that may, as many are of the opinion that this report be adopted, say aye. May, as many of the contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have it. And a motion of adoption of the report of PIC committee on the examination of the reports of the Auditor General on the financial statements of Miranga Sub-County Hospital for the financial years ended 2021-2022, for the financial years 2021-2022 and 2022-2023 stands adopted today, Tuesday, 29th April 2025 at 15:26 hours. Next order.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and honorable members. We don't have any business to transact in the order paper.
Honorable members, there being no any other business, the House stands adjourned until tomorrow, Wednesday, 30th April 2025 at 9 a.m.